In one bold move, Queensland changed the face of Australian art, and Brisbane staked its claim to be the nation's contemporary art capital with the opening of the Millenium Arts Project at the Queensland Cultural Centre in September 2006. Queensland's largest capital works project in the arts for 3 decades, the Millenium Arts Project included the new Queensland Gallery of Modern Art, designed by architectus and Davenport Campbell. The redevelopment of the State Library of Queensland, designed by Donovan Hill and Peddle Thorpe, and construction of new entrances for the existing Queensland Art Gallery and the Queensland Museum. Delivered on time and on budget by Bovis Lendlease, the buildings have reinvigorated the public realm in Brisbane. And today, the precinct is truly a place for all Queenslanders to be inspired, engaged, and moved by art, literature, history, science, and culture.
Well, the original planning framework provided flexibility for the future and for evolution over time, and I think that will prove true in the next 5 years. The museum in particular, it has a plan for the ways it could grow into the precinct, activate the plaza that we have out the front here, activate the main street, Grey Street as well. So that was provided for, but there's a lot of flexibility in that as well.
I think it has an atmosphere that's very casual. And that is unusual. We've now, as the locals, we've become used to the idea that our state library is a very casual place. But if you think about it, it's a research library, a library with 4 climates, 5 security zones, 4 Olympic swimming pools of books, and safes full of negatives. That a building that's like that could actually be casual, approachable, have children in the front window. One of the achievements of the building is probably to have discovered how to make something that usually has a very institutional imprint seem approachable and part of what is a landscape setting.
People comment when they come to Goma that the building has a warmth, it's welcoming, it has all this natural light, the galleries flow easily, they're very clean spaces. I think overall it's just that sense of it being accessible, engaging, very democratic space that architecturally is very, very beautiful and uplifting.
It was an urban renewal gesture of a very grand scale because everyone recalls the wasteland of industrial South Brisbane before Expo 88, and this was the last piece of the jigsaw.
There were many compelling and competing interests, and the rewarding part about it all is the way people worked collaboratively and cooperatively together. I wouldn't say that there wasn't without tensions as we went through it, but I think that there was genuine goodwill on the part of the contractor, the library, the gallery, all the various stakeholders from government to actually come up with the best they could for the budget that was available. And I think that the success of the buildings illustrate that we achieved that.
A major aspect of the successful design of the project was the interaction between the design consultants, the managing contractors team and the user groups at the library and the gallery. There was many meetings of user groups to collaborate and resolve the best design for the facility.
Many people say that after 5 years of Goma in their life here in Brisbane, that it's captured the imagination of the whole city, that it's also made people feel this incredible sense of cultural pride, that we can have a space like this supported by the government that can be ambitious, it can be edgy and contemporary, it can be very thoughtful and contemplative, but it also stakes a national claim and says what we do is also worthy and important in Sydney, Melbourne, Canberra, wherever else. We do genuinely now do things that are leading in our field, and I think people are really backing that, proud of that. And honestly, the infrastructure made it happen. It couldn't have happened without the vision of the government to build this in the first place.
The redevelopment of the Queensland Cultural Centre through the Millenium Arts Project has had a transformative effect on Brisbane's civic heart, and in particular on the integration of the Southbank precinct into the CBD. The Queensland Government is to be congratulated for supporting and growing the state's vibrant and innovative arts sector through the development of such a dynamic, creative and interactive precinct. The Brisbane Development Association and Brisbane Airport Corporation are delighted to award the 2011 Brisbane Award to the Millenium Arts Project at the Queensland Cultural Centre and the Queensland Government.